Here we are, front row. Go on, Brent. Oh, Jono! No. Oh, this bit's awesome. Ah, yes! Welcome everyone to the famous Alpe d'Huez for pretty much the craziest mountain bike race that exists. This is my guide to the absolutely mad Megavalanche. First of all, the right bike's important, and my two top tips is to go for some long travel. I've got 180mm here on the front, 170 on the back, and more importantly, downhill casing tyres. You just want that extra strength to make sure you don't get any punctures on the way down. Definitely run a full face helmet. A lot of guys run the enduro lid, but I've gone for the full downhill helmet. It's definitely going to make me pretty hot by the time I get to the bottom, but I'd rather have that extra protection to keep me safe. So you've got all the kit ready, but you're definitely going to want to practice the course before you go up and do the race yourself. So here's my step-by-step guide. Hopefully you guys enjoy and can learn a few tips if you want to come and race the Megavalanche yourself. Here we go then.
So first things first, get up there, give the snow a go. It's definitely not going to be like anything you've ever ridden before. It's crazy steep, the camera does it no justice whatsoever, and it's usually pretty covered in rut. So there's some weird techniques that hopefully can help you get down.
That wasn't too bad.
First of all, you want to lean all the way back. If you can find the straightest rut possible, that's probably going to help, but there's always going to be someone getting in your way, especially on the race day, so try to avoid it.
Good, that was good going. You were flying. Mate, you boys were bombing down there.
It then drops down left into this incredibly steep bit where you can barely slow down, let alone stop, so you just have to go with it. And I like to do a bit of a technique where you lean right off the back, have one foot on the pedal, and the other one kind of tripoding your way down the hill. It definitely gets a bit hairy, and it's something you're just going to have to practice and give it a go, and basically hold on for dear life.
Oh no, that's too fast. Oh god. Oh.
Your arms are going to get knackered, so lean off the back as much as you can.
Oh, that's so stupid. Whoa!
After the real steep bit, it really starts to mellow out, but then the snow goes on forever. And I found that when you get a bit of speed up, the one leg on tripod is the best technique. And when it slows down, just get both feet out to paddle. So it's a combination of both.
Oh, that's tough.
Eventually the snow does end, however, and after riding across the dam, you finally get yourself some high-speed rocky bombing. This section is absolutely awesome, and you ride all the way around the back of the entire mountain. You then go around the back of the mountain, turn around 180 and start the big traverse all the way back along above Leger town itself, although that can bring its own temptations.
See, this is the hardest bit because you have to traverse all the way across there and up that massive hill when you know your hotel's just there.
This section is super long, but it does have some pretty rad sections, like these smooth berms halfway down.
Some nice berms there.
There's some high-speed bombing, some steep technical bits, but then it goes into the dreaded long traverse and into the climb of doom. The flat pedalling into the climb is probably about 10-15 minutes of solid pedalling, so make sure you've got a bit of juice in your legs for this one because it does go on for a bit. But it's a good time to rest your arms, ready for the next section, which is going to absolutely nail them once again. You'll finally get to the top of the climb, pop over the hill, and you're greeted with such an awesome view, but at the same time, it makes you realise how much further you've still got to go. You're probably over halfway now, but from now on, it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, let's have a bit of speed. Medium speed.
And you drop straight in with a bit of speed.
Oh, this bit's awesome.
Your arms pretty much feel like they want to fall off by now, but you got to hold on because there's some real treats coming, especially when you get into the woods.
And into the woods. Oh my word, Johnny. There's dirt flying up everywhere.
It's literally so steep down here you can smell your own brakes starting to cook.
That is great. If I could feel my fingers, it'd be even better. That was brilliant.
Your arms do get a bit of a break because there's a kind of fire road traverse. You can use this time to rest or to pop some manis with the boys.
Oh, my finger's like too tired to pull the brake. I might fall off the back.
Into some lovely high-speed alpine meadows, and back into more recklessly fast woods.
Oh yeah.
Some more fire road, some actual road, and a tiny little climb, just in case you hadn't had enough pedaling already. And then into probably the most reckless woods of all, but at this point you're almost at the bottom. One last steep shoot into the woods, and then you got a 90 left onto the bridge, which is your last chance to T-bone your competitors off before you get to the bottom. You will probably, however, encounter a bit of retaliation from this, especially if they're French. Adrenaline levels will be running really high at this point, so a quick punch-up is probably best for everyone.
Down the last stairs and into the finish. We've done it, John boy.
Well done, Sam boy.
There we go. Not so bad, eh? That was actually really fun. And we're still just about friends. Oh. So now that we know the track and we're ready for the main race, all we have to do is qualify. And to do that, you have to get top 35 in one of these next qualifying races. You go off in groups of 200, which doesn't sound too bad, but luckily for me, I'm starting on, I think, the front row. Unfortunately for me, there's a few heavy hitters also starting on the front row. John Boy here,
Yeah.
Brendan Fairclough, and a few other pretty big names. So I guess I'm gonna have to try and stick with them for as long as I can. It'll probably be about 3 turns. And then I just need to stay in the top 35 to get to the main race. Here we are, front row. I've got Siegs right behind me, chasing me down. Brendan and John are along there. I'm going to try and get up the inside of them before the first turn.
So you line up in groups of 200 ready for the qualifying race, and at the start they play this horrendous music that really gets the blood pumping.
Go on, John boy! Oh no, it's carnage! Oh, it's Fred! Go on, Fred!
My main tips for the qualifying race, I'd say the most important part is this first fire road section. If you can get a few overtakes done there, it's pretty difficult to overtake for the rest of the race, and you kind of settle into a rhythm. You can overtake so many people or be overtaken before you even reach the first snow.
Come on, good start, let's settle in!
As you're about to find out from Jono, it's pretty important you pick the right route through the snow.
Oh, Jono, no!
And now my turn.
Oh! Oh no! Disaster! Oh, both feet up. I don't know where any of the boys are.
Once you survive this long start section with all the snow and all the ruts, you come out onto a fire road where you have to start pedaling.
Oh, I've got wet gloves. God boy, pedaling definitely not my strong point.
This is a great opportunity to get in front of some people, because from now on it starts to get a bit single file and you might get stuck behind some slower riders.
Oh god.
Once this long fire road's over there, you get back up to speed and start going downhill, which is much more what I like.
Just got to settle in now. Try and save the arms. Try and carry speed as much as possible.
This rocky section goes on for absolutely ages and you can really get stuck behind someone, breathing in all their dust, which does suck. But you just got to stay calm, try and save some energy, but at this point your arms are going to be absolutely knackered. I finally managed to get past him with a bombing speed tug. I found sometimes this is actually better than pedaling. It saves energy and sometimes it's actually quicker. Alex manages to pedal past me at this point, which was pretty annoying, but just wait, we're going to repay the favour later on in the race. He's done the Mega quite a few times before and it showed, because some of his lines were really good, so it was super helpful to follow him, and actually I managed to stick with him for a little bit, which was great because he was absolutely bombing.
Oh god, that was sketchy.
People quite like to shout LA to try and get you to move out the way, but if you just ignore them, they usually stop. The rocks go on for what seems like absolutely forever, but eventually stop and you get a bit of a traverse. You kind of seem to find yourself playing a bit of cat and mouse with a few people around you. Some guys are faster on the downhill and some guys faster on the uphill, so you kind of go back and forth a little bit, but it's kind of cool. You get into a little battle with some people around you.
Really just don't want to get punchy. Through the river, a little cool down. Oh man, this is insane. Don't think she's even in the
Then
race.
something pretty bizarre happened. I came across a poor lady who I think had taken a wrong turn, and she was not impressed by my aggressive overtake.
Get off the racetrack, you idiot!
She tried to tell me it wasn't a race,
Yes, it is!
but it kind of was.
Oh, adrenaline was running high there, but she was on the racetrack. Oh, these rollers are doing it. Whip for the cameraman. I'm going to speed tuck as long as possible to save energy. There you go, start pedaling. Probably one of the last chances to overtake someone, or get overtaken in my case. I think I can keep ahead. Mercy Mick! Thanks mate. Just got to make it to there, then we're downhill all the way to the end. Oh yes. Oh no, he's right there.
The final blast down to the town is super high speed over all these rollers. We have to go totally brakes off, and then there's a few flat turns which you don't want to mess up before you head finally down into the town for the finish line.
Full speed turns, you don't want to wash the front here. Oh, you've got to carry speed out of each turn onto the straight.
down into the town, over some pointless little wooden bit, down some stairs, and remember when Alex overtook us earlier? Time to repay the favour. As you can imagine, he was pretty mad.
Oh! The last turn! Oh, how was that? That was horrendous, wasn't it? Oh, I need a drink. Oh. Benno! Benno! Cheers, Deeks.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, John boy.
Yes, I have got one coming.
Yeah, sure you do. Cheers, but we all made it. We all qualified. Jono got 3rd, Deeks you got 6th,
Yeah.
and I got 10th, all in our respective heats. So we're all in the main event on Sunday. Hope you guys enjoyed. And so we're all on the waters. Hope everyone enjoyed that video. More to come with the main race on Sunday.
See you in a bit. Like and subscribe. Oi, oi.